Happy Palm Sunday to everybody. We are up and at 'em. It is 7:45. We're about to head out. Our plans have changed again. We bailed on Boma for brunch and we have replaced it with Ohana. We did eat there last time, but it was not a character breakfast at the time. We've also gotten the kids to have some muffins this time around, so already everybody's more fed and have fuller bellies, so should be a great day. But now we are off to Mass. And there is Mary, Queen of the Universe Basilica. If anybody's looking to go to Mass down in Orlando, really cool to have a basilica that you can go to. So food for thought. Now we head. There's the Skyliner. Goodbye, Skyliner. We are heading to the front. We are doing one more trip to the gift shop, and then it'll be off to Ohana for breakfast. Isn't that a change? And then heading back home. This has been a trip of pivoting and changing plans at the last minute, so it should be lots of fun. Breakfast with some characters, brunch with some characters, and then back home. All right, we've got the last of our souvenirs. And now I'm walking back to the car, gonna pick everybody up. We'll be ready to roll. I also have to say Disney's always great about working with you when something crazy happens. And by crazy, I mean some kind of weird souvenir mishap. Eileen keeps experiencing these. So this time she bought a little paint set, or we bought her a little paint set of princesses and a little princess cover, Rapunzel cover to it. Really cute. And she had painted a couple of things. We left the paint brushes out to dry, and then the cleaning crew came in. I guess they thought it was trash. It was straws. They were like clear paint brushes, and they threw the paint brushes away. So that was a little devastating when we got back to the room and they were gone. But Disney, always very accommodating. They just said, you know what, we apologize for this, because we told them what happened. We asked if there was any way we could get new paint brushes or if there's anything we could do. And they said, you know what, just go grab another one, no worries. So she's got twice as many pages, twice as much paint, and now the paint brushes that one of them comes with. That is a very special moment. That's a way of, not quite pixie dusting, but just a way of making things continue to be magical. And last time we had something similar almost happen. We kind of expected it, but we still had the receipt and everything was brand new. But she got a little coloring book, opened them up, all the markers were dry. It was amazing. Markers were dry, so we were able to run that back to, we got that from the park. We ran that back to the gift store at the resort, because they had it too. They just had different ones, and so we were able basically just to exchange it. But otherwise, we were anticipating Disney would do something similar with just saying, okay, here you go, have another one on the house. So those are the little touches you can expect when being at Disney. Here we are at the Polynesian. Beautiful resort. Hope to stay here one day. Oh, look at that lobby. Beautiful. And we've decided to take a quick ride on the monorail. And now we can say we've ridden the bus, ridden the Skyliner, and ridden the monorail, all on the same trip. Ooh, hello, favorite resort. We miss you. Miss you very much.
Stand clear of the door. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. We welcome you aboard our Highway in the Sky and hope you enjoy the Magic Kingdom. We are traveling to Disney's Contemporary Resort. During our travels, please hold on to the handrail and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please. Thank you.
Down the decorations. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Trying to get you a good shot of Tron, but Blocked by space now. There it is.
And take young children by the hand. As you exit, please lower your heads and watch yourself.
Well, that was a fun little loop on the monorail. You know what, something to keep in mind is the Ticket and Transportation Center stop. If you are staying on the monorail and you're looking to go to Epcot, if you're staying at Grand Floridian, Contemporary, or Polynesian, and you're looking to take the monorail to Epcot, you need to get off at the Ticket and Transportation Center. That's something they announced, but it might not be something you're listening to. So don't forget it. Now this is a much more lively atmosphere than when we came last time. There's dancing, there's music, and there's Mickey Mouse. Get it, Mickey. And now we are heading out and heading home. Stopping here in Akahumpka at the Shell gas station off Florida's Turnpike. This is a favorite stop of ours. It gets us on the road, gets us on the way, but still far enough. It's right before the Turnpike runs into 75, and then we're on the way home. So we'll try to keep going until Valdosta or so, and then stop, get dinner, and then the rest of the way home. It's a good little place for a pit stop too after everybody goes, and then you're on the way and you're like an hour into it and everybody's like, I gotta go to the bathroom again, including the adults. Now this is a neat little place to stop because it's not just a gas station, it's not just a big enough bathroom for a rest stop, but they've also got a Dunkin' Donuts, a KFC, and a Wendy's, at least right now. So if you're looking for some grub, if you're looking for convenience food, if you're looking for a bathroom, or if you need gas, the Akahumpka Shell gas station's where to go. And there in Valdosta, the last stop till home. Thanks for coming along for the ride. We'll see you next time. Hey, what's up? So we are back home, and before the day ends, and while it's still fresh on my mind, I just wanted to do a quick recap of the trip. Sorry, I'm a little tired tripping over my words, but just wanted to say, if we go back to before the pandemic, right after Disney reopened, we went a couple of times in 2021. So we'd gone in 17, twice in 19. We went to the parks, and then we went twice in 21, once in 22, and now once in 23. And the magic we experienced before the pandemic, and then even the limitedness that was Disney as things were reopening, and trying to get back to normal. I don't know if it was a little bit more leeway that we gave them, or if because all those cast members were just excited to be back. But it still was there. It still felt like Disney. But last year when we went in May, there was a distinct difference. There was just this distinctness of, wow, we've lost some of the magic. Some of the magic is not here. This is not the same. We are missing some things. And if you go back and you look at the vlogs I did, I talk about that. And I can say very very, with a lot of conviction. I don't know what very word I was thinking, but wholeheartedly with a lot of conviction that the magic may not be fully 100% what it was those first few visits. And maybe that's just because in my mind I can't remember anything bad. It was the first few visits with the kids. It was really my first time being at Disney and staying on property and everything. But it is night and day different. I said the thing about Eileen's little coloring book. They wanted us to just do an exchange. They were willing to do the exchange, even though she'd colored with some of the markers, but some of them were dried out. They wanted us to just do an exchange. So they gave us a new book. We gave them the old one. That was that. This time around, they just gave us the book. We asked a cast member if we could ride Mine Train again. They said yes. There was no question. Did we run into some on some other rides that we asked, could we ride again? Like when we went to the Seas with Nemo and friends, and there was like a 5-minute wait, and we were like, can we just stay on? And easily they could have said yes, but they said no. Yes, that also happened. But I think that's, that cast member. I don't think that's necessarily something across the board. Our previous trip, when we went to Pinocchio's and we had dinner, there was trash. There was trash sitting on a table. A family didn't clean up after themselves. There were cast members that were walking past it and not doing anything about it. This time, there was no trash anywhere, and there was somebody coming around making sure everybody was taken care of. Just working the room. They didn't have to do that. That wasn't their job, but they were just working the room. They were making sure everything was good. That's the magic. That's the kind of thing that makes Disney special. That's the kind of thing you expect when you go to Disney. It's those little touches. Jessica went up with Eileen just to grab an extra PBJ, an extra Uncrustable. Eileen was hungry, and the lady said, you know what, you just take it. Just take it. Don't worry about it. And because everything at Disney is expensive, that was really great. But it was also just a little touch, those little things. Those make Disney extra special. Those unexpected things make everything extra special. And that's the kind of moments that made our family into big Disney fans, that made us want to get into this business. And it did make us a little disappointed when we went on our last trip, because some of those moments that should have been there were missing, and those missing moments were also replaced with underwhelming moments from some of the cast members. So I do think there was a lot of disgruntled employees with the old leadership, and now that Chapek is out, well, that was devastating because apparently the video cut out somewhere. So I'll try to pick it up, but that's why we got into this business. It was those magical memories that we had when we first went with our kids. It was those moments that made Disney extra special. Yeah, you can go to the beach with your family. You can go to the mountains. You can go explore a city. And you can have a great time. Nobody's saying you can't do that. Nobody's saying you can't have great service and a great experience going somewhere. But it's the Disney bubble for a reason. Everybody has the ability to give you that magic. And that's what got us hooked. That's why we got into this business, though, because we want to share those moments with all of you. We want you to have those moments with your families. That's why we're here. That's why we want you to work with us, so we can make sure you don't miss the opportunity for those moments. So we can give you those extra tips and tricks that we've learned over the last few years going with our family. We can say, hey, do this, skip that. This is what you want to do. And if this happens, do this, you're going to have a great time. If that happens, do this, you're going to have a great time. If something crazy happens, hey, here's how you deal with it. And this is what the cast member's probably going to do. And this is why being at Disney, staying in the Disney bubble is amazing. And this is why we got into this business. It's why we want you to work with us. And even if you don't plan on going to Disney more than once, hey, work with us when you go to Disney. and then give us the chance when you go outside of Disney to show you that we're going to take care of you at your other vacation destinations. And hey, if you're going to plan on making Disney an annual or biannual trip or a semi-annual trip, keep working with us, because we're going to make sure you're going to have a great time every time you go. So no matter where you go, DDWK Travel is here. We want to take care of you. We want to give you the experience that you're going to get at Disney from those above and beyond cast members. That's what we expect. That's what we want to give to you. And that's why we got into this business. I can't stress that enough. I'm pumped up. I'm revitalized in my love for Disney, my passion for Disney. Jessica feels the same way. And we want you to know we're here. We're excited to work with you. And we can't wait to help all of you plan your next vacation.